Good morning, guys. Happy Friday. Let me move you. I thought you could sit there, but I don't think you can. I hope everybody is having a great Friday. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show, where we're having confessions and conversations about your everyday life and finances. My name is Yamitra Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy Specialist. So what better place to be than here with me? So if you can tell, I'm in my car. I'm at McDonald's, but I'm not eating there. I just pulled over to do the morning show because I am traveling this morning. I'm taking some of my own advice about being quiet and having some quiet time. So that is what I am doing today. Actually, it's that, and I am speaking at a women's retreat in West Palm Beach. So I'm just making it a all about me trip and driving and relaxing and just having some me time. So this will be a quick show this morning, but I wanted to come on. I got up at 3. I've been on the road since 4. So yeah, I could probably it's time for some food, but I will not be eating at McDonald's. I just stopped here, so I'm being good. I went to apparently grocery stores don't open up that early, so yeah. I'm have to wait. Hey, good morning, Aunt D. Okay, I'll be careful.
Okay, first you gotta wake up, girl, especially if you gotta get on this road and continue on this journey. But good
Okay.
morning, y'all. How you doing? Let's get started this morning. There's some exciting things out there in the news that I just had to bring to the forefront this morning for the Fearless Morning Show. It's back to school time here in Georgia. And I know some of y'all saying, oh my gosh, that's early. Yeah, it's okay. It is what it is. We know we got to do what we got to do. But did y'all know that there are bulletproof backpacks out there that are selling off the shelves? People have sold out of bulletproof backpacks. And if you can't get the bulletproof backpacks, you can get the bulletproof inserts to put inside of your backpacks now. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning, Risa. Thank you for joining us. Yep, the bulletproof backpacks are in, guys. Not only are the bulletproof backpacks, but some of the schools are going to bulletproof doors. And dare I say, even here in Georgia, they have trainings, the active shooter trainings that are happening in some of our school districts. Yes, they are. And they are talking with legislators to see if this is something that our state representatives to see if this is something that can be implemented across the state. Just letting y'all know, 1 in 3 parents out here feared for their child's safety in school. So a lot of these things are happening. I don't know where you stand on what side of this debate you stand on, but I'm just letting you know what's happening out there in these streets, y'all.
I
I
feel
see you
some
folks.
type of way because one, I'm like, dog, why didn't I capitalize on that? Why didn't I have that idea? And then two, dog, I gotta go buy my kid a bulletproof backpack, and that's the reality. So I'm feeling all some type of way about that.
Right. Well, it is what it is, y'all. But that's not all that's happening in the news. And JoJo, I'm gonna get to the one that you sent me yesterday, but I thought this was funny, y'all. Papa John is suing Papa John's. It's a lawsuit. How do you do that? How do you get to the point where Papa John is suing Papa John's? Y'all know the
Hey,
story. He resigned. He resigned on the premise that he used the N word, but he said he resigned too quickly. He didn't mean to do that. Is basically what he's saying, and he going back and he's suing them for all the documentation and all the paperwork because he's been ousted. So I think he want his job back. I think he might think, you
well,
know what?
that's just a good example of you need to think before you act. Yeah,
Yes.
you may be hot right now, but you need to think before you act.
Exactly. So, yep, that's right, y'all. Papa John is suing Papa John. How does that work? I don't know. Just got to pop up on my screen, y'all. My stockpile said cha-ching. You just got a dividend. So I'm going to go over there and check that in a little bit. But make sure you stay on top of those investments. And speaking
And
of investments,
Facebook,
that's my next one, girl. You were reading all up in my
I bought me some last
Facebook.
night. I wasn't playing.
Yes, Facebook had another significant drop. Dare I say, one of the largest drops in the history in one day. Let me just say that, a 1 day decline. So guys, make sure you watching it, see what's going on.
And it
Keep your
dropped him
eyes on it.
to the second richest person in the world. It dropped his net worth down, so he's like the second richest. I was like, ah, his feeling has got to be hurt. Like I'm
But you
dropping.
know what? I doubt that, because he knows what goes up must come down. He knows it's
Yep.
going to go back up, because I'm
Yep.
telling you, Mark Zuck, all of those guys, even though in love or hate Donald Trump will lose everything, but you know what? He'll gain it all back. Same thing is going to happen with Mark Zuckerberg. Same thing is going to happen with any of those guys who think differently about how they use their money. It's not about the amount of resources that you have, guys. It's about your resourcefulness. How resourceful can you be with what you currently have? See, that's what we need to be thinking about as we transition. So when we think about resourcefulness, let's get to this Black Enterprise article that you shared with me yesterday about the dollar store. So you all know JoJo she's open to sharing her $7,000 dollar store story, but I'm looking for it in my notes. Don't Trust Dollar Stores was the title of the article from Black Enterprise, if you're familiar with the Black Enterprise magazine. But this was on their website. You can go look it up. But they said, don't trust the dollar stores. And the reason for that, since we talk about our finances over here, these are true confessions and conversations about your finances. Don't let the dollar store trip you up. And some of the things that...
Oh man, that article hurt. I'm gonna let you tell it. Go ahead and tell it.
It hurt your feelings, JoJo.
Girl, my feelings was so hurt. Here I am shopping in the Dollar Tree, thinking I'm getting a deal, and they decreasing the ounces. And I was like, I read the article like 3 times, and it included Dollar General. It included all my dollar stores. I was like, so I was $7,000 in debt behind the Dollar Tree, and I'm still not getting bang for my money. I was hot that here I am, master's degree, getting duped by the darn Dollar Tree.
Yes. So guys, this is the thing. There's definitely a love-hate relationship with the dollar store. And they said that's that impoverished person, retail giant, sort of, if you want to call them a retail giant, retail distributor phenomenon. But basically what it's saying to us, and guys, that's the reason we have to be smart with our dollars. Every single dollar that's coming in, every single dollar that's going out, as you progress on this journey. What they're saying inside of this story is, don't go to the Dollar Tree for stuff like flour. Flour was one of the first things they put up there, thinking that you need to go in there and get, that very quickly. Milk. When in actuality, you could go to Walmart or Costco and get something in bulk for a cheaper price. Now, I understand if it's your last $5 and you need to stretch your $5 to get something, I mean, go in there and do what you need to do. But also we need to recognize the fact that you are being duped when you get those things. Now, it's okay to go in there and get the little toys and sometimes the greeting cards and things like that, because those can be more economical for you. However, we do need to be cognizant of the fact that they are in this business to make money too. And we got to recognize and look at it, guys. And that's one of the problems for us. Let's just be real. One of the huge problems for many of us is that we don't simply go in there and look at our money in the way that we should. We look at it just to see how much is in there, or how positive or negative we are. We look to make sure our direct deposit went in there. And then we just look at our numbers, maybe at tax time, so we can get our tax, the taxes filled out the right way. Looking at your numbers, that, at the minimalistic point, that's what you're doing. Dare I say, guys, once you transition to looking at your money differently, looking at your financials differently, the people who have more money look at it constantly. You don't have to look at it on a daily basis. I do, but you can look at it on a weekly basis. Look at your financials and see where you are, because we all know what gets checked gets done, gets improved, gets changed. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. So guys, make sure we go back. I know we've been talking about a lot this morning. We don't have long for the show, but those are some very important things to make sure that you're mindful of as we're progressing. See, in money, so the topic today for the Fearless Morning Show, for the Financial Confession and Conversation, is money doesn't grow on trees. It doesn't. But your money can grow if you learn how to save it and invest it the right way. Let's just say that. No, it doesn't grow on trees. But it can grow if you learn to invest and save it the right way. So I'm going to give you a couple of tips over here as far as what you need to be doing. Yeah, I said it, what you need to be doing as opposed to what you're currently doing so that you can move to your next. So that first thing, guys, y'all don't want to hear it. Why you're struggling is because you don't count your money. You're like, oh, Lord, here she go. That's all she focuses on. Where your focus goes, that's where your attention flows, right? And that's how you can make your money grow. As simple as that, y'all. Make your money, keep your money, and grow your money. See, these are some tough conversations because some of us don't even want to look at it. It's, in many cases, it's the simple questions that we don't ask because we don't want to look or feel stupid, right? And oftentimes, I'm just going to be real, and oftentimes, guys, it's those simple questions that need to be asked. Yeah. Because we haven't been in these conversations. No one was born knowing how to save and invest. So why are you afraid to ask questions about saving and investing?
Right.
No one. Show me one person who was born knowing how to do that. See, that's a skill that you have to learn. You must learn it, and you learn by doing a series of things. First of all, you got to educate yourself, right? You have to learn more about the topic. You have to be engaged in it. You have to immerse yourself in the topic. And some of y'all don't want to hear that, and that's okay. Click off and go do something else. Don't waste your time. Don't waste my time. But I will tell you that your time is your most precious commodity. It's your most valuable thing. And how you decide to spend that time is going to be very important as far as whether or not you can move forward. So you need to read. Read everything that you can get your hands on. And dare I say, read it again. Because learning to save and invest, you're not born knowing how to do that. So you got to figure this thing out. If you don't feel like asking the questions, go out there and do the research so that you can figure that thing out. Go out there and get whatever it can you get your hands on so you can read it, so that you can improve yourself, because everything is a direct everything that's happening to you is a direct reflection of you, a direct reflection of the decisions that you've made or have not made, right? As we talked about the other day, all of those things are related. It all points back to you. It all points back to you. All right, guys. So I know that our time is short this morning. That's the number one thing I need you to take away this morning. No one is born knowing how to save and invest. So it is something that you must learn. Ask the right questions. I'm starting a course that's going to teach you how to invest. You see those things that are happening now with Papa John's, poof, that popped up on the screen. That's an opportunity we should be watching. So this is another thing that you need to be aware of as well. As we're looking at these investing opportunities, when things like this happening, we see Papa John's getting ready to go through a lawsuit. Let's hold off a little bit on buying Papa John's. Don't just run out there unless you have some money to lose right now, because it's still going down if you're paying attention. Right? And you got to give yourself, once it starts going down, give yourself 30 days to see what happens. Give yourself some time to see what happens before you just jump in. But when you see that it's the right opportunity, you go ahead and you jump on that thing. See, we won't know how to do these types of things until we're taught. So if you go to bit.ly/the investing blueprint, guys, class starts next week on Thursday, August 2nd. Get registered for the course so you can get in there and learn all of the things that you need to do around investing. It's the UCLA method. I help you to get in there and start looking at what are the things that I would like to invest in. So I must understand those things. And then understanding those things, what does that mean? The C is compete. How is that company competing? What's their durable competitive advantage? How do I know that this company is going to be able to sustain? L is the leadership. What are the leaders doing? What are those things I need to be looking out from that leadership? What's their big audacious goal? What is the thing that's going to allow them to be able to move? And then A is the analysis. How do I now analyze the numbers? How do I look at the numbers that are put out there for free because of the regulations required by the SEC? How do I now go in and look at the financials of this company to determine that this is the best fit for me for investing? No, it's not for everyone, but it is for those who are ready to take control of their money, who are ready to make, keep, and grow their money, who are ready to make their money grow and work harder than they do. Do you not know that your time is valuable? And most of us, if we were asked, what is an hour of your time worth? If someone asks you that question, what is an hour of your time worth? How much would you say? Jojo, I see you watching your surroundings, girl. I don't blame you. Pay attention to everything that's going on around you.
You know I be on it, honey.
So how much is your time worth? That's the question that I'm asking you today. And I've asked this question before in a workshop, and people will say like $100, $150 an hour, $200 an hour, what have you. Do you know that in your productive times, and we're not productive every hour of the day, but let's just say 8 hours of the day we're productive. If we're productive 8 hours of the day and we want to reach millionaire status of those 8 hours, do you know that your time must be worth $1,700 an hour? Mm-hmm. So how are you going to make $1,700 an hour? Is your job paying you $1,700 an hour?
Some barely getting $17 an hour.
So what do we have to do to change that picture, y'all? That's why learning to invest is going to help to position you in a better way. We have to learn to make our money, keep our money, and grow our money. There are other things that we have to do as well, but that's one of the keys. Your money should be working for you harder than you work for it. Your money should be working while you sleeping, while you out here driving, while you going on your vacation, while you doing whatever. Your money should be working for you. But until we learn how to do those things, we will not accomplish that. We will not get to that point, guys. And that's the key reason, one of the key reasons that we come here and share this message with you every day. There are things that we must do differently. And if you didn't catch the show yesterday, go catch that show. Go listen to the replay, because we dropped some nuggets. Both JoJo and I dropped some nuggets on y'all that y'all need to do. It's practical advice that everyone must do to get to their next level, y'all. I'm Lynn Dimmons, America's #1 financial rebound coach. Yes, I said it, America's #1. I'm going to go ahead and cut it short this morning because I know we got to get out of here. And I'm going to pass it over to my co-host, Ms. JoJo.
All right, guys. I forgot what I was getting ready to say. Please go out. Lynn, I didn't share that article on Facebook, so share that article about the Dollar Tree. And when I tell you my feeling, I read the article like 3 times thinking it was wrong. But the Dollar Tree, the dollar menu will get you caught up. And there it was right there in black and white. So go make sure you go back and read that article. So the day fearless thought for the day is something that is really easy. It's really simple when you think about it, but it's so hard for people because they've been inundated with doing one thing their whole life. It's okay to be happy, excited, and enjoy life.
Right.
Some people are so used to complaining, fussing, and not being happy that they literally don't know how. So this is what happens when you complain all the time, when you can't find any joy in anything and nothing. You can't say, was the food good? It was all right. Did you have a good time? People got on my nerves. And here's what happens. Your brain hears that so much, it rewires your entire mind so that within a year's time, if you only speak negative, it is harder than coming off drugs to train your mind to think positive. That's why some folks, when they say, I want to be positive, I want to have good thoughts, they simply can't, because they have hardwired their brain into complaining. So when they try to change it to think positive, they absolutely cannot. They cannot. So today, I want you guys to think about your train of thought, your thought patterns, Why are you not? What's wrong with enjoying life, with enjoying the things that you have, the things that you're doing, maybe the conversation that you're having? What's wrong with saying, hey, that was nice. I had a great time doing that. I really enjoyed that. Think about, be appreciative of the things that you have. And so, and the reason why I had that thought this morning at, bright and early at 3:15 is I was getting ready and I was like, oh, I'm kind of sleepy. And here I am complaining at 3:15. I'm sleepy. I don't even turn on any lights. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna need my glasses. So then I couldn't find my glasses because I changed purses. But then I couldn't find the purse I changed it to. But then couldn't find the shirt. I just had a whole host of things that I was continuing to complain about. And I was like, wait a minute, why am I complaining? The good Lord woke me up. It's bright and early at 3:30. My family is up to see me off. I'm going to have an amazing time. And I'm taking my own advice when I said, you need to get quiet and you need to listen to your own thoughts and think what you're thinking about yourself. So I have an 8-hour drive in a car where I have time to do that and to think and work on whatever thoughts I want to work on, ideas. And here I was setting out to complain, but why? And then that goes back to, you inherit your family's fears, you inherit their thought processes, you inherit your family's thinking. So what does your family have you thinking all the time? Do you think that you have to be sad all the time? Do you have to be depressed all the time? Do you have to always say something bad about somebody? Do you always have to not enjoy food, life, friends, family? Like, do you always have to say something negative? And when you stop and think about that, when you are on this journey to living past crazy in your life and your finances, and this applies to your money, once you have been stuck in that thinking for so long, and it only takes a year of speaking negativity in your life for it to stay stuck, and it is harder than coming off a drug to change your mind to start thinking positive thoughts. So when you feel this journey for your mindset, you've got to be intentional and you've got to be committed to doing what you want to do. Because if you're not committed, you're going to get off this show and be like, yeah, Lynn and JoJo pumped me up. I'm all excited. You're going to call your girlfriend and you're going to tell them all this great stuff, and you hang up the phone and you're going to say, man, I ain't got time for that. I gotta go. These kids get on my nerves. And then you're right back in the same place. So be patient with yourself, but please be dedicated to the process, especially if you've been a negative Nelly and a Debbie Downer. And Patty, what's Patty's name? I can't think of a Patty.
Pooper. I don't.
Yeah, Patty, party pooper. There she go. If you've been that your whole life, be patient with yourself. But in that patience, you have to practice saying those things. Hey, I really enjoyed the conversation today. I enjoyed my quiet time. Well, I enjoyed reading this book. And don't tack on anything negative. Good morning, Charlene. Because soon as you say something positive, and what's in management or whatever, wherever, if you put that but on anything, it canceled out everything that you just said. So good morning to Shana. So if you say that great thing, oh, I really enjoyed that, and then you attach a negative, oh Lord, but that child can talk, you just canceled out you enjoying that conversation. So just be mindful today when you think about that, because I had to be mindful of that this morning as I was driving too, and after I checked myself, the thought came right back as I was driving. I was like, oh, it's 4 a.m, it's dark out here. Then I got stuck in traffic. I was like, I knew I should have flew. If I'd been flying, I wouldn't be. And then I was like, you know what, JoJo? You're taking your own advice. You're being quiet. You're taking some time for yourself. You're going to this retreat to help, release some things, even though I'll be working. It's twofold. And so I had to be mindful of my own self, because, you don't want to get into those habits of thinking negativity all the time. There's got to be something you enjoy. Because if all you say is negative, why are you living? Why are you enjoying God's great earth if all you gonna do is tell him how you don't like nothing he created for you?
No.
I'm just saying. I just want to know how you gonna do that? How you gonna tell Jesus, yeah, you woke me up this morning, I can breathe, I can walk, I can see, but I don't like this food. And you got all your facilities, and you gonna tell him that you don't like what he provided for you? Don't that sound like the Israelites in the 40 years they spent? And I just want to know, Lynn. I'm just
Shit.
asking for a friend.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Asking for a friend. It was a few days journey, but it took them years to get through it. I don't know. Yeah. And you know what? That is so true, JoJo. We go through that mess. We could have been out of what we in right now, but we stayed in there too long. We lingered around in that thing because we like waddling in the mud, right? We thought it was
Crazy, honey.
cool
We
rolling
like
around in that
crazy.
mess. Yes.
They
Y'all
like
better hear
crazy.
this.
Cause what did they say? At least when we were in Egypt and slaves, they fed us, and we had the stuff we needed to make the bricks.
Yeah.
Amen, somebody. But
Yeah.
some folk would rather pay the price of crazy than go through the discipline of freedom. Oh Lord, that was
Wow.
good. Somebody need to write that one
Yes.
down.
Now, right.
That
Right.
was good.
Jeez.
But y'all guys, be mindful of that today. And look, and just when I was having a bad day and I need to blow my nose, my tissue says find your fearless. That just made me giggle all over. I was like, just when you think you're gonna have, you getting into your, oh Lord, I should have been flying. If I've been on the plane, I've been there by now. I'm reminded of why I'm doing this trip, why I'm driving. So guys, that is it for the Fearless Morning Show. Thank you so much for joining. Lynn, anything else you want to say before we close out today?
Well, guys, I just want to remind you that no one was born knowing how to save and invest. So you got to learn that. You got to ask the right questions and do what you need to do to get to your next. That's all that matters most. But we definitely thank you for your time. Thank you for spending your most precious commodity with us, because we know you can't get that time back, and you decided to spend that with us. And we thank you for that. Don't forget, guys, that we have different opportunities. Yep, keep a watch on your surroundings, JoJo. I see you looking.
That little dog started barking. I was like, what?
Keep a mindful eye all around you 24/7
Yes.
with all the craziness going out there. Guys, don't forget the back to school shopping for those babies. Those of you who will be going back early, don't forget about those bulletproof book bags they got out here in these streets. If you already missed it, they done sold out in many of the places. You can still find them if you need it. I'm just saying, don't know what side of that debate you're on, but it's out there. And be mindful of everything that's happening out here, all of these events. I don't know, y'all. Papa John is suing Papa John's. How that happened, I don't know, but that's where we are today. And we got to be mindful of each of these events that are happening out here. Why? Because they present opportunities for us. You know that? Yes. Stop dropping. Facebook, stop dropping. Papa John, stop dropping. Y'all, those are opportunities. Don't miss the opportunities, but you got to know how and when to get in on those so you can do what? Make your money, keep your money, and grow your money. All right, guys, that's it for me. I'm Lynn Demmons, America's #1 financial rebound coach. Yeah, I said it, America's #1, and I double dog dare you to dispute it. All right? Talk to you later.
All right, guys. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you, Tashana. You guys have a great day. Don't forget to share this video, please. And I will probably go live from once I get there. Sorry about that. Once I get there and show you guys around, but I'm gonna hit this road and make up for some lost time. Pray for me, because y'all know, I'm a little speed demon, and yeah. So, make sure you keep me in your prayers. I'll let y'all know when I made it safe. But you guys have a great day. What are you going to say, Lynn?
I was about to say, if you didn't budget for that ticket, don't be out there speeding.
Girl, you ain't got, honey. That's why I got the economy on and cruise control, because I cannot, it is so not in my budget at all. Nor is my insurance going up in my budget. So,
no.
That's for sure. All right, guys. I hope you have a great Friday. Share the video. And as always, we appreciate you joining the show. And we'll see you here bright and early Monday morning at 7:15. Have a good one.
Sign it off.